Nighttime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network.
And now, your 2021 Los Angeles Angels.
Dylan Bundy gets the call for game one of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. Again, a 1-2. To first. Reined in. One away. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, eh?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. This guy is a career 300 hitter. You talked about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Digging in next, Chris Owings. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. The 1-1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Count remains 2-2. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Upton's got this one. 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fowler has a read on it. And that retires the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Jose Mujica will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, David Fletcher, as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. A ball and 2 strikes.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Here comes the 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Owings has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the designated
Here's a look
hitter,
now at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's hitting over 350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
So stepping in is Shohei Ohtani. Pulled toward right center field. Hayes arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
batting third, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Trevor Story. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path. In now, Austin Hayes. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 8,
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Three and 1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Lifted into center field. On the move is Trout. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. plate now is Anthony Rendon, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there. It's a steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Justin Upton the next to hit. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Rendon on at first, nobody out. High and deep down the left field line. And they can't run it down. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Jared Walsh. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. These Rockies guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The count now at 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Here now the 2-2. Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Jose Iglesias, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Iglesias.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. Angels strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to Anaheim, where the hometown Halos have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the pitching mound this season. And looking at their stats, it's safe to say they've got plenty of swing and miss stuff, as they come into this one ranked first in the league in strikeouts. One member of the pitching staff told me it's one of the best he's been a part of, at least in terms of pure talent. He said every guy brings something special to the mound, and they have a lot of fun feeding off each other. He added, if one guy strikes out 10, I want to strike out 11. We're always trying to best each other. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now the 1-1 pitch. This past history with Dylan Bundy comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And before we get much further, time for a look at the standings entering play today as you see where the Angels find themselves in the American League West. Now to bat, Colton Welker. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Pedro Severino. 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Offline throw, but a good job of getting back to the bag as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So now to the plate, David Fletcher. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Tapia is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He flew out in his last AB. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. He tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2. Bounce it to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night.
Sam Hilliard is going to have to enter the ball game here as he'll take over in left following the injury. Stepping in now, Mike Trout. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Anthony Rendon. Fly ball right down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fowler on second. Ohtani on at first with 2 down. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Angels strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and now digging in will be Sam Hilliard.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. The 3-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Chris Owings. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he misses 2-1. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Iglesias is there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Justin Upton. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And he fouls this one off. Now Upton with a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is the left fielder at the track. The wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Justin Upton with the solo home run. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Jared Walsh. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there, 2-2. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Kurt Suzuki is on deck. Three-two pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind.
Now
he had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Stepping in once again is Kurt Suzuki, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's running. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
To the plate now, Jose Iglesias. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. Back to him. Over the first, and that retires the side. Angels strike for one, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 4, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now the 1-1 pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The next 1-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Still 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it. 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Austin Hayes the next to bat. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and the ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
The first baseman, number 8.
Hey, D-Roll, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
Into the box, Josh Fuentes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Here's C.J. Cron now, trying here to plate the tying run from second. grounded back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One left for Colorado. They trail this one 1-0. Yency Almonte, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Now at the plate, here is Dexter Fowler. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go David Fletcher. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and 2 now. 2 out, nobody on. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order, but they're up 1-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Colton Welker. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The catcher,
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 2-1. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Standing in now, Sam Hilliard. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Here comes the 1-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To Iglesias for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Angels 1 and the Rockies nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The 3-2 pitch. Full count still. The next 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Owings is there. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now to the plate, Anthony Rendon. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Stepping in now, Justin Upton. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Jared Walsh. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Kurt Suzuki would be next. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th, and the Angels are out on top now 2-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat it'll be Chris Owings. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1. Dive, and he knocks it down. And there was some stick to it of this as they still managed to get the out at first. What a play. So now here is Charlie Blackmon. He bounced out last time up. 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story steps in now. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Ready on 1 and 2. I'll try to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Trout on the run. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 2-0. And now here is Kurt Suzuki. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it is on 3-1. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again. 3-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Lifted into center field. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Next, it'll be Dexter Fowler. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
To the plate now, David Fletcher. And that one yanked just foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Shohei Ohtani digging in next. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Fowler over at second. Fletcher at first. 2 out in the inning. 3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time, lifted down the line in left. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8th inning coming up. Angels lead it 2-0. Now at the plate is Austin Hayes. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The 1-1 home. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen game.
Oh, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you can go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man in. Two and 2. Iglesias now at short. And there's out number 2.
Now back, designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail things here 2-0. Julian Fernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now for the Angels, Mike Trout grounded out in his last at-bat. The 1-1.
Pull, that's inside.
that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And go.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Upton.
At the plate now, Justin Upton.
Nope.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. See you later, over the wall, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Iglesias.
So the next to bat will be Jose Iglesias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's now 4-0 Angels. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Colton Welker. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, man, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Pedro Severino. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health and the wear and tear on his arm. You might have to take him out of this one really soon.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Mike Mayers answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. To the plate now, Sam Hilliard. This one's down to third. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
4-0 to score this afternoon. The Halos took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Dylan Bundy wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Jose Mujica was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.